Well, good. Just a couple things, and I want to open it up to questions. One which I want to really ask everybody that I can. Loretta, how do I hire you? And what I mean, I'm going to ask this to Brendan too. Here's my view, and I want to talk to John about it too. I view we have a huge farming problem with VP marketing candidates, right? At least as hard as it is to hire a VP of sales, and everyone in this room knows how hard that is, at least you've got a bunch of troops under him or her that are being groomed to the next generation of leaders, right? Maybe you got Sam Blond, who's now VP of sales at Zenefits, right? Who started off as an SDR at EchoSign.
Right,
at least you've got the troops coming up. The problem with these marketing teams is they're not big enough.
Right, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
There weren't 25 people under you at EchoSign that I can then poach for some other company, right? How many, you have what, 1 or 2 people with you at Insightly now, right?
Yeah.
Which is doing well, right? So I don't think there's just enough. Forget about great people. There's just not enough people, right? So how do I find these people? Any magic insights? Because everyone's struggling. Would you agree?
Right.
It's the hardest hire today.
Right.
How many calls do you get? How many LinkedIn's do you get 30 days?
I don't know. I'm not going to say.
Not quite a few, don't you?
To say.
How many more LinkedIn's do you get now than when you and I met? Like 100x,
Oh,
right?
true, yes.
No, literally.
Yes, no, that's true.
100x.
Yes.
Right?
That's true. But
100x over 8 years. 2 orders of magnitude. Right? That's a big, but there aren't 2 orders of magnitude candidates out there.
right.
So what do we do? How do we solve this problem?
I think when you said there's not, for example, in my startup, right, there's a couple people under me, or there's 1 person under me.
Yeah.
So I would go to companies that are, I don't know, 3 or 4x times my size.
Yeah.
And get people out of that level of company, not necessarily enterprise companies, because again, unless of course they have worked in startups before, because that goes back to my point. If they're not used to having the infrastructure, the lack of infrastructure in a startup, they might not work well. But companies that Insightly is like 30 people now, but companies that are whatever 500, 700 or so, I would get directors at that level of companies or senior managers at that level of companies, and if you see the raw talent, then grow them.